Welcome to In.The.News. I'm Holy Joe Rock and Roll. Since September the 30th, the Russians, who have been in Syria, have started conducting air raids, supposedly against ISIS positions. However, we have heard reports from American and British authorities that the initial raids, in fact, were not against ISIS, but were against the Free Syrian Army, which has been supported by the U.S. and the West in general. We now turn live to Thick Hammer, military analyst in the Middle East, with his update on this story.
Are we live? Oh. Thick Hammer here for Bonsai Intelligence and an update in the news. We have heard that the Russians have started airstrikes in Syria against ISIS terrorist positions. Now, initial reports also from the Americans have claimed that these airstrikes have been against the Free Syrian Army, which opposes Assad. However, the Russians have denied such allegations and claimed that their airstrikes have hit ISIS positions. And within the last 24 hours, they hit approximately 9 ISIS command posts and military installations, destroying not only people, but also, due to the secondary explosions, fuel, ammunition, and weapons.
Thick, what is the Russian strategy and how successful or how confident do they feel they will be in this crisis?
The Russian strategy to support Assad appears to be, at least in initial phases here, working. It is definitely going to put ISIS on the defensive, take them off balance, and change the whole game plan. The problem with most terrorist organizations is that unless you confront them directly, head-on, strongly, they seem to be winning. But when a strong leader applies pressure and military action and kinetic force, as it's called in the business, we should see a crumbling of this organization.
Thank you, Thick. Is there any update after these initial attacks from the battlefront? What has happened to the ISIS fighters?
Yes, after the recent airstrikes, the Russians are reporting that up to 600 European mercenaries or shitheads who have come to fight for ISIS are now leaving the country or trying to leave the country and return to Europe. So really it's going to be it behooves the European governments to intercept these fighters, these ISIS fighters who have now been demoralized and have surrendered and basically returned to Europe, arrest them, detain them, question them, and possibly imprison them for their traitorous, unbelievably ignorant, and jihadist behavior. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, the Europeans will have the spinal cord, the backbone, and not accept them for integration or reintegration into Europe, but imprison them where they belong. I'm Thick Hammer, reporting to you live for Bonsai Intelligence Report.
Thank you for watching In the News, a feature of HJRR TV and presented by the Reverend Dr. Holy Joe Rock and Roll. Please rate us, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to this channel for more In the News.